Having experienced the local cuisine and culture, I was curious to know how these village folks spent their day in the village and the activities that they engaged in to while time away. Last night, I'd heard the women speak of their plan to go to the nearby river. Considering that the water supply was quite limited in these villages, the river serves to be their major source of water for the daily needs, and the women, even today, continue to wash their clothes and take baths near the banks of it. I accompanied them as they walked their way to the Poorna-The, the river flowing through the village of Mangaokurd. It was nothing short of a celebration when these ladies hustled together to wash their clothes or collect water in vessels to carry them back to their homes for storage, as the limited water supply and harsh weather forbids them from having a constant access to running water throughout the day. However, times are changing, and today, thanks to the authorities, some of the homes are now self-sufficient and they have pipelines to meet their daily water supply. Seeing them, I was taken back to my own native village and the nearby river, where I would often spend some quality time with my friends, busy chit-chatting along the banks of the river. Shri Bhimaji Ganpat, brother of Namutai, had come by, and he said that he would take me on a sightseeing trip that morning. The weather was unusually pleasant, for the village had experienced light showers that day. The beautiful mountains and green meadows painted an absolutely breathtaking picture that I'm sure shall cherish for long. villagers are traditionally farmers. They own a few acres of land where they grow rice as a staple crop for the season. However, with urbanization setting in, the present generation wish to venture out into cities for both quality education and work opportunities, and very few stay back or return to their native land to continue the tradition set forth by their forefathers. I could also see several modern houses being constructed across different parts of the village. And upon further inquiry, it was told that the people from the cities bought land from the locals, where they built houses serving as a weekend getaway for the leisure. Slowly, as a result of which, the village has been losing its charm and beauty. Continuing on our trail, as we reached the other end of the river, there was a waterfall that gushed its way through rocks and boulders, cutting its way across the village. Also, I happened to observe that one special rock was being particularly worshipped by the villagers, who considered it to be their goddess. Protecting the village and the villagers from flood. The locals come here every day to offer their salutations, except during the monsoon when the river swells beyond her capacity. Another interesting thing which I observed was the cattle and the caretaker in the village. As I was told, most of the families own cattle to meet the dairy requirements and plough their fields. They also believe in sustainable living, for the villagers themselves consume very little milk and leave the rest to be suckled by the calf. A typical herd of cattle includes about 80 to 100 cows and buffaloes, each herd being handled by a single man who takes the responsibility of taking them out for grazing and ensuring a safe return back to their respective owners. But it's very interesting to see how these cattle march obediently towards the forest in the morning and return to their respective homes the same evening without having to be guided back forcefully. This village has a very unique, interesting history. It has a population of around 200 people, out of which about 6 to 7 of them are already above the age of 100. I was so excited to meet them, for they represent an era back in time, before independence, having endured many trials and tribulations. I was eager to know the secret of their long life. Also, most of them were siblings belonging to a single family. Here are a few. Mantha Bai, 108 years old.
इधर देख सकते हैं? नहीं
उसको दिखता नहीं।
दिखता नहीं। हाँ, मेरे को देख सकते? देख सकते?
आप
नहीं।
विश्व जाना विश्व।
इससे अपन हिंदी में आप पूछिए मेरे को
दिखता है।
दिखता है ना? आई को नहीं
दिखता है पर कम दिखता है।
Kondit Ram Nathu Dhoke, 105 years.
बाजी लेने ऐसे कल नहीं उधर नहीं आ पाया ना आशीर्वाद लेना है
मंदिर में 10 दिन में जाता है।
हाँ, मंदिर किधर उधर
ये सामने 106 साल गया हो गया वो दिखाने का आता है।
मंदिर में चल के जाते हैं।
हाँ, चल।
अभी मंदिर खुला है।
Their cousin sister, Sona Bhai, 100 years. Bhima Ji Ganpat Palve, 90 plus. Jija Bai Maruti Bhakre, 90 plus. I came to know that they never had the need to opt for medicines, or they never faced any major illness to date.
हम लोग उधर शहर से आ रहे हैं ऐसे मिलने के लिए, गांव देखने के लिए। 2 दिन उधर ही था मालगांव में। अब इधर बोला कोई कलम गाँव है ना, इधर अच्छा है ये आपको मिला वो बात करने के लिए। थोड़ा बड़े लोगों को मिलेगा तो अच्छा है ना। खाना सब खाते हैं। फिर ज्यादा चल नहीं सकते ना, आंख बिल्कुल नहीं देख सकते।
Apart from age-related problems in vision and hearing, many of them still continue to carry about their daily activities without much help from others. I wondered what the secret of their health may be. And it could be their simple carefree life, healthy food habits, and an active lifestyle. The villagers mostly take only 2 meals in a day, with mindful eating, making sure not to overindulge. They follow a practice to consume as little milk and dairy products as possible. And though they eat meat, mostly they follow a vegan diet. It was an absolute delight to see these siblings all in their centenary year enjoying life even today. Towards the end of my stay, As I was about to take leave, Namutai applied haldi kumkum, a mixture of turmeric and vermilion powder, considered auspicious and good luck before going off far on a journey. The ceremony itself is considered a social gathering in India, in which married women exchange haldi and kumkum as a symbol of their married status, wishing for their husbands' long lives. It is a ceremony that is particularly popular in the western states of India like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, and Rajasthan. With that, we clicked photographs as a memory of the good time spent with all of them. And with tears in my eyes and a heavy heart, I bid them farewell. A bittersweet moment indeed, for I hope to cross paths with Namutai and her family soon. However, I'm not sure if that is going to happen anytime soon. With that in mind, I bid adieu to the village of Mangaon Kurd, and I'm eagerly waiting to see you all in another episode of Metanoia in yet another village. Until then, stay healthy and stay happy.